With that, welcome everybody to the 12 stages of the Christmas hero's journey. It is so nice to see you all. We have 12 clips from fantastic films that many of you have voted on. And by the way, how many people put in votes for films that we're about to see today? A couple. Okay. Not everybody. Okay. If you didn't, please know that on December 5th, our second of these, you can put in votes. We'll have all new clips. Even if some of the same films win, we'll take a different clip from a different stage. So please vote and pass this on to friends and family. And this will be recorded too. So if I want to share this with people. Look at these different clips in different ways from the holiday films. I guarantee you've never seen them presented this way. You may have seen these films, but you haven't seen them in this order. And I'm really interested in hearing what you guys think as you go through them and feel these characters, some familiar, maybe some new, what they have to say about the holiday season and how we all come together in this way, because I do think that's the purpose of storytelling, is to bring us together. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and bring up our lovely PowerPoint and let's get to the first thing on here, which is let's rock the Jingle Bell Rock. Everybody rocking around the Christmas tree with Brenda Lee. Here we go, Lee, rocking around the Christmas tree, as it were. Brings us into the season, helps us say, yay, we're here. And with that, I wonder, you guys, does anyone want to share just one tradition that you have around the holiday season? Doesn't matter what you celebrate. We're saying Christmas broadly, but we know there are others who celebrate other things at this time of year. Give me one simple, quick tradition that you celebrate or have celebrated that for some reason pops with you. There's Greg. Yes, please.
On Christmas Eve, after we come back from Christmas Eve service, the oldest male in the family reads How the Grinch Stole Christmas to all the children.
That's so great. I mean,
Cool.
reading out loud is a lost art form, and I'm glad it's still happening in your family. That's beautiful. Anybody else, a tradition that either you've done in the past or maybe you're planning to do or you always do? Any tradition at all. It could be very simple. Yes, Amy.
Well, in the past, because my kids are grown, um, half and half, we're still doing some of it. Our Christmas Eve order of doing things was pizza, church, and then we came home. They got to open one present from a relative that wasn't here with us, and we watched Charlie Brown Christmas, and then I read them the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
The night before. Wonderful.
Wow.
So, a lot of wonderful, very specific memories. I think some of us started to taste the pizza and watch and listen to the parents wah wah with the peanuts. Um, there's a lot of great specificity, and that's beautiful. So I mentioned that because this is a very ritualistic time of year that either we've had things or we try to create things. We want memories. We want things to grow and become and to mark the very specialness of the time. So keep that in mind as we watch the different films that are going to be in the hero's journey, the Christmas hero's journey, because they mark the time too. We heard about some of the Peanuts and others there. These films that come across, they're here for a reason. And if you hadn't seen the list, you might look around right here and see some of the ones we're going to see clips from right here. And these are the ones that all you guys voted for. And keep in mind that they can change for the next when we do on December 5th. So when we talk about the stages of the Christmas hero's journey, I ask you, what are some common tropes, things that always happen in a Christmas movie? Can you think of just something? It's like, a certain thing that pops up classically in a Christmas movie story. What comes to mind?
Family.
Family, absolutely. We're going to have something about family. It's family in peril or it's family in pleasure, maybe both put up against each other. Very good. Family, fractured or together. Amy?
There's always somebody who becomes a Grinch or doesn't believe in Christmas, and then there's their redemption.
Grinch and redemption, right? And Scrooge being an example of a Grinch or Grinch being an example of a Scrooge. I forget which is first. Judy, yes.
There's some kind of gift that's given, whether it's
outwardly a physical gift or an emotional kind of gift?
The power of gift giving and on the various levels, right? Not necessarily just something that comes in a brightly packaged box, but in fact, an emotional gift, right? A return of somebody, a return of something, a belief. Yes, all of those things. Let's go. Karen, please.
An unexpected something happens that nobody was ready for, and you have to figure out how to roll with it anyway.
Yes, whether it's an unexpected guest or an unexpected thing, something that did or didn't arrive, a hope or a wish. Yes, all of that's there. So, a couple of things in broad terms: faith, right, is brought forward, and regret is brought forward. How about miracles? The idea of saving Christmas, right? We have these expectations built into having the perfect Christmas and everything that brings, including fear and loss, which often happens, and returning home, we mentioned, and family, and anger and frustration, because you have all these hopes and expectations for things to be a certain way, which often leads to those feelings on the other side. We mentioned gifts and hope for things to happen, huge things to happen. And then finally, the biggest of them all, which is love. That love wins. Love always is the bottom line. And that's where we return to. And that's often what heals us. So keep it in mind that we're going to have this quest today as we look at all these movies. We're looking for the Christmas where it all went perfectly. That's our quest today. You ready? We're going to try to find the movie that shows the Christmas where it all went perfectly. All right, let's see what happens. Here we are in the first stage, the ordinary world. The ordinary world is the life that one has, our hero, before the adventure begins. It's a location one calls home, and there may be relative comfort in this space. There's dreams and goals and daily tasks, but the hero's perspective is about to be changed by what happens next. And here's our hero, Kevin McAllister, and in his ordinary world, this is the only part we're going to see, Christmas is chaos. Here we go.
Miss, young lady, excuse me, girls. Hey, excuse me, girls. Girls, take the witches. Hey, excuse me, ma'am. Hi, hey, son.
I just bought that. Get anything done around
Big
here.
fella.
Makes me sick.
Hey, little guy.
Pete's brother and his family are here. Oh, it's crazy.
No, Tricia's going to Montreal.
Montreal?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's right. Her family's there.
And then we're off.
When do you leave? You're not ready, are you?
Mom, Uncle Frank won't let me watch the movie, but the big kids can. Why can't I?
Kevin, I'm on the phone. When do you come back? Not till then.
It's not even rated R. He's just being a jerk.
Kevin, if Uncle Frank says no, then it must be really bad. No, we're not putting the dog. Put in the kennel for the... Hey, get off. Kevin, out of the room.
Hang up the phone and make me, why don't you?
Oh.
Hey, did you by any chance pick up the voltage adapter thing?
No, I didn't have time to do that.
Well, how am I supposed to shave in France?
Grow a goatee.
Dad, nobody
Okay,
let
when
me
I get
do
back.
anything.
Bye.
You don't have anything to do? I got something for you to do. You can pick up those micro machines that are all over in there. Aunt Leslie stepped on one and almost broke her neck.
He was in the garage again playing with the glue gun.
Didn't we talk about that?
Did I burn down the joint? I don't think so. I was making ornaments out of fish hooks.
My new fish hooks?
I can make ornaments out of the old ones with dry worm guts stuck on them.
Peter.
Come on, Kevin. Out.
Peter, Kate, do you guys have a voltage adapter?
Here's a voltage adapter.
Okay. So what do you see and notice? It's the ordinary world. What comes across in that scene? Give me one thing you saw, heard, or felt in that. Yeah, Amy.
Everybody's disconnected.
Yes. Right. And remember, that's the ordinary world. We're starting from a place where the expectation is disconnection. Right. So very nice. Susan?
Nobody's hearing each other. Nobody's.
No. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an agenda. Everybody's got a worry. Karen?
Kevin, in his effort to try to get negative attention is better than no attention. Why don't you get off the phone and make me? I mean,
Yeah. Spoken like a true, 7 or 8-year-old that he is, he just wants to be paid attention to, right? And that is our hero. And that's, why he's going to face the crisis, of course, of being home alone. Because he makes a really awful wish, right? That I wish none of you were my family, right? And yeah, we got to be careful what we wish for. So that's the ordinary world, okay? So that we don't get any further than that. All of the elements you notice are there, and they're very common at this stage. Let's go ahead and take a look at the call to adventure, and we go to a different film, and this is the Muppet Christmas, a very Muppet Christmas Carol, and we have Bob Cratchit played by Kermit the Frog and Ebenezer Scrooge. Let's take a look at how this is played out, this classic Dickens tale.
Thank you for making me a part of this.
He was a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, Scrooge. A squeezing, wrenching, grasping, clutching, covetous old sinner.
Bob Cratchit?
Yes, Mr. Scrooge?
Who is this?
It's Mr. Applegate, sir. He's here to speak to you about his mortgage.
Please, Mr. Scrooge, I know you're very angry about this, and I didn't mean to fall behind in the payment. Lord knows it being Christmas and all. Oh, please don't shout at me, sir. That and, of course, little Gwen. Her lungs aren't right. The doctor takes his share, don't he? I mean, you can yell and scream and you're right, but it won't do no good because I'm the stone you can't squeeze blood from, and that's the truth. Thank you for not shouting at me.
Let us deal with the eviction notices for tomorrow, Mr. Cratchit.
Tomorrow's Christmas, sir.
Very well. You may gift wrap them.
Let us help you with that, Mr. Cratchit.
Oh, my, there are certainly a lot today.
We'll get it,
Okay.
There you go. Out on it in. Come on, guys.
Christmas is a very busy time for us, Mr. Cratchit. People preparing feasts, giving parties, spending the mortgage money on frivolities. One might say that December is the foreclosure season. Harvest time for the moneylenders.
Hey, boss, action. Tell him, Mr. Cratchit. Come on. Let's do it now, boss. Come on.
If you please, Mr. Scrooge, it's gotten colder. And the bookkeeping staff would like to have an extra shovel full of coal for the fire.
We can't do the bookkeeping. Yeah, all of our pens have turned to inksicles. Our assets are frozen.
How would the bookkeepers like to be suddenly
unemployed? This is my island in the sun.
I believe you've convinced them once again, Mr. Scrooge.
All right, so some convincing being done by Mr. Scrooge, played by the adorable Michael Caine, who said he wanted to play that like Shakespeare, and he really did. The call to adventure, right? Something has changed from the ordinary world. What did you see or notice or feel in that scene? What came forward in our Christmas trope? And you were muted for just a moment because there's some background noise. So unmute yourself. What one thing did you see or notice or feel in that scene that played towards our broader Christmas themes? Yes, Susan?
That's salacious, I think is the right word. That laugh was just chilling, and he was so delighted with it. Is that the right word? Salacious? Is that
salacious
right
is wonderful for Michael Caine's naughtiness there at the end. And no story is as good as until a bad guy is bad, right? When you have that there, when we talk about the power of story, a good bad guy is going to make us go, we all do this. We cross our arms, go, somebody's got to take care of him. Right? And when he delights in that, we just can't wait. Something else you noticed? Anything else? One thing that made you laugh, that made you tear up, that made you feel stakes in it, as it were, Karen?
When he tossed the guy out, the guy in the background, thanks for not shouting at me.
I mean, never mind how disrespected he was. Thanks for not shouting at me. That's what he because he didn't raise his voice.
No, he just got rid of it.
Amy?
I love the rats.
Yeah.
Mia.
Especially when they take the pile of paper from Kermit and they all go. They fall all over.
There's beautiful concerto of working together, as is often in, again, our Christmas movies. We see people working together to decide. Greg, I saw your hands.
Yeah, I thought the line, the season of foreclosure.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh boy.
not only fiscally, but socially or the interfamily dynamics. You think about what people don't want. They just want everyone to get along.
Yeah.
That's the premium deal. Just we all get along, we all have a happy deal. We can hate each other the other 364 days. Just everybody get along while you're here.
Can't we just get along? And there we go. So back to that initial idea, which Greg brings up, which is, the Christmas where it all went perfectly. We're 2 stages in and none of it's going perfectly so far. So let's see how things unravel again, we'll see. These are all different films told through different lenses, different time periods, Muppets and people and other animation. I don't know if we have an animation today, but we see the themes keep coming evident. So let's go on to our third stage right now, which is where we have the refusal of the call. This is when we know we're supposed to do something, but the hero or heroes in this case are like, no, we can't do that. In fact, this may have to do with the fear or the unknown or insecurity, like, oh no, if we try to do this, this is going to go terribly wrong. Why risk the failures, humiliation, even death, right? So the hero refuses, and guess what? The story demands a sacrifice. The story demands that we're going to move forward. Some stories, others refuse on behalf of the hero, thinking, oh, we're going to protect you, like a parent or a sibling or a lover. But you know what? The hero is going to have to go through it one way or another. And in this scene, our heroes are Dusty and Brad, and they're dealing with overbearing fathers coming from very different perspectives in Daddy's home. And they're telling stories about ducks and hookers. Let's see how this all plays out. This is 2 fathers from different families who are parenting the same child. Daddy's home. Here we go.
Look who's here!
Tell the pom-pom joke!
Oh, that's a good one. Why does a duck have feathers?
Why?
To cover up his butt quack.
Hey, kids, I got a good one for you. 2 dead hookers wash up on the shore.
Hey, whoa, shut up.
No way, no way.
Sarah,
Hi.
how's my girl?
What, Ginny couldn't make it?
Oh, she feels terrible, but she sent a batch of her special cookies. Is there milk in that kitchen?
Yay!
I want the first one. I get the first one.
So he gets to be Pop-Pop, and I'm just Grandpa Kurt.
What, I'm in charge of the cutesy grandpa names now? Look, you want a better name, maybe try showing up a little more often.
Tell the kids from now on, it's El Padre.
No more hooker jokes.
These don't taste like Lawless cookies. They taste like chip toys.
No, I sat right there in the kitchen and watched Grandma bake them just yesterday.
I like them.
So this co-dads thing, is that what you call it?
Yeah, that's what we call it.
So on his watch, he disciplines your kids, gives them advice, tucks them in, and so forth, and that bothers you not a bit.
Doesn't bother me at all.
And his total lack of masculinity, I mean, his weak chin and soft underbelly, influencing your son. You're good there too, yeah?
You know what? I'm just feeling like, guys, maybe you might want a little privacy. Stay right there, Brad. All right, he's just trying to stir the turd. Hey, you can scoff all you want. Everything is rock solid between me and Brad here. In fact, best friends.
Really?
Brad.
Thank you.
Stop it now. Cut. You know, he gets
I'm
really
good.
emotional. Brad, hey, brother.
Did you call me brother?
Chill out, man. Relax. All right? Cut it out. Brad, don't.
I know.
Stop. All right, look. Hey, Brad, stop.
Looks like you 2 guys have a real solid arrangement. You're spending Christmas together and everything. Speaking of which, whose place are we doing that at?
We're totally happy to host if it makes it easier. Yeah, we could do it at my place. I got more room.
We can do presents at our place, dinner at yours.
Nah, all that back and forth. Who needs that? This place, that place. Why don't I book us a great vacation spot for all of us, and we can all spend the holiday week together?
Yay! Thanks, Padre.
The nada me either.
I love this idea. It's something extra Christmassy with lots of snow and family activities for all of us.
Dad, I'm just worried about finding a place, this close to the holiday.
Booked it. Airbnb, all done.
Thanks, El Padre. So, in storytelling, we talk about the upping of stakes. Perhaps you saw that a little bit in that scene. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell me one thing you saw or noticed in the problems that are being built and the way stakes are now being raised in the scene, because this is a Christmas that's headed in a wrong direction. Anybody notice anything? Yes, Karen.
He thinks he can buy their affection.
Oh, now that's a classic trope of Christmas, isn't it? Trying to buy, and not just of Christmas in movies, but in life, right? The idea of the absentee individual, and I'm going to make up for it with the broad gift, right? So we reflect reality. Anybody else? What did you notice? One thing that made you laugh or scratch your head or shake your head? Yes, Susan.
All we have to do is clink our beer bottles to prove our insincerity.
Yeah.
Is that the
Yeah, it's not there, and we're going to show pretend that it is the protecting of family bond. Karen, yes.
Hey, everybody. I can't stay but a few minutes. I'm in Houston visiting my mom, but I wanted to watch some movie clips because this is a great thing you do, Robert.
Oh.
I just love all those actors. Oh my gosh, I can just laugh looking at their faces without them saying a thing. What was the name of this movie?
So that movie's called Daddy's Home 2, and it's got a wonderful premise of, these two fathers in Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, who are, they're Mark's kids, but Will Ferrell has become the stepdad. And now this is the second movie, so they've upped it by adding their fathers, John Lithgow and Kirk Gibson. Yeah. And
love it.
Right. So was there one moment that made you laugh or anything in particular, a line that you enjoyed?
Oh, just the mansplaining all the way through every line. Cookies, where's the milk? Take the kids away and leave the other guys grumbling like, oh, look, he shows up.
A lot of grumbling, a lot of scoffing, a lot of one-upsmanship, right? Competing for affection. Oh, yeah, this is laden with that. Well done, Karen. I'm glad you saw all that stuff. Well, good. So this is what we'll roll another clip. If you can stay, great, Karen. If not, you have to go. We understand. We're going to get into the fourth stage where now the refusal of the call, we saw them saying, no, we don't want to go on this trip together. But guess what? El Padre booked it. So the story has to move forward, even when the hero says no. So what happens when the hero needs help with moving forward? We get to the fourth stage in the hero's journey, and that is the meeting of the mentor. The meeting of the mentor, it happens when there's hesitation or doubt or fear. The mentor provides gifts and teaching, testing, and guidance. Most importantly, the mentor just kind of gives a kick in the pants to say to the hero, time to get going. Bottom line, the mentor gets both the hero and the story moving. And in this, Iris meets Arthur. Kate Winslet is going to meet her mentor in a beautiful way. Let's watch how this plays out in The Holiday.
Excuse me. Hello. Can I offer you a lift home?
Why? You know where I live?
I believe I do, yes.
Good. Then that makes one of us.
Oh, your house is lovely.
I've lived here 47 years. Back then, there were only 6 houses on this block. Every year, they tear another one down. Not that I blame them. They weren't that great to begin with. But that's how I got confused. I didn't recognize one house.
That would be confusing.
What part of England are you from?
Oh, Surrey.
Cary Grant was from Surrey.
That's right, he was. How did you know that?
Oh, he told me once. Well, I thank you very much, young lady.
Let me help you with that.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well, this was some meet cute.
Sorry?
It's how 2 characters meet in a movie. Say a man and a woman both need something to sleep in.
Uh-huh.
And they both go to the same men's pajama department.
Right.
And the man says to the salesman, I just need bottoms. The woman says, I just need a top. They look at each other, and that's the meet cute.
Oh, I see.
Of course, this isn't quite that cute, but...
So, you're in the film business?
Was. Yes, I was. I was a writer. Oy, I could be here till tomorrow.
Oh, here. Let me.
Thank you.
And that's only going to grow and develop. That idea of the meeting of the mentor sparks something for the hero. What did you notice? What was sparked for Iris in that scene? What did you notice or feel or hear? Because it can feel like a miracle meeting a hero. What did you notice? One thing you saw or noticed or felt in the meeting of the mentor? Did you? Yes, Amy, let's go there. And Karen.
I think I saw and felt that she kind of felt excited that he accepted the offer.
Yes.
For a
And
ride.
it was very vanilla right off the beginning, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just a man on the street who appeared to be lost. And how many of us, and how many have seen, maybe you've seen the show, What Would You Do? That type of Good Samaritan type thing, see somebody and maybe walk right by, maybe don't notice, don't offer to help, but she chose to. It wasn't like they knew each other, right?
Right.
And yet, yeah, the fact that he accepted, that was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah, it's quite a gift. Karen, I saw your hand, please.
Just how the little things that dawned on her. The first thing was the look on her face. Oh, how did you know Cary Grant was from Surrey? Oh, he told me once, and just yeah, and then it just led in. Oops, hello there, dog. It just led in from there. All the little hints that go into the next scene.
Yeah, Cary Grant. Oh, you knew him. Oh, you knew him. Oh, okay, right. So those are the types of personal touches, and that a mentor can feel once again miraculous, especially an aged, wise mentor like this one, right? Who has needs, certain things are difficult, doesn't know where his house is, has trouble getting his keys in the door, but he has tremendous gifts to offer. And we see that as it unfolds. So this is where the hero realizes he or she or they can't do it alone. The mentors are incredibly important. All right, let's go into crossing the threshold, because that's what the mentor does, is helps get the story moving forward to basically say, okay, now you've been in the ordinary world long enough. It's time for you to move on. And this is a very different kind of Christmas movie. They say they come in all kinds of colors and flavors. Well, he's holding an automatic weapon, and his name is Bruce Willis, or as he is in this, John McClane. And what's going on in Die Hard at this moment is the entire building has been taken hostage, and nobody quite knows why. But John knows that his wife is in the building and a bunch of people who are at a holiday party. And he, as a out-of-town cop, is going to try to take matters into his own hand as he deals with this and decides, is he going to stay and defuse this thing, or is he going to get out and save himself? Well, let's see how he answers that.
Mr. Mystery Guest. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Unless you want to open the front door for me.
No, I'm afraid not. But you have me at a loss. You know my name, but who are you? Just another American who saw too many movies as a child? Another orphan of a bankrupt culture who thinks he's John Wayne, Rambo, Marshall Dillon?
I was always kind of partial to Roy Rogers, actually. I really like those sequin shirts.
Do you really think you have a chance against us, Mr. Cowboy?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
So there are a lot of ways to say, yes, I'm in. None quite like yippee-ki-yay. So what did you notice? We talk about the feeling of, good storytelling, why we care. What was in that scene that made you want to know what happens next? What did you notice that drew you? Just one thing. Yeah, Susan.
He kept going through doors. He kept at it. He kept trying. He was
right. He's in motion. He's moving. Wonderful. Karen?
I just noticed his muscles, how good looking he was with hair. I'm sorry, but, you know, it was a throwback to the past. And thinking I want my family to watch this movie this Christmas.
Karen, it's totally on purpose, right? The flexing of the muscle and the hero who looks the way he does. We want that, whether it is, you know, literal in that sense, or if it is, you know, undercurrent in some regard. There's other ways to show it, but this is a very raw, base, in your face movie. Right. And so it's going to give you that. I want to know if he can really be the cowboy who saves the day, right? I mean, that's the trope they brought up. They mentioned all the great names, the John Waynes and, you know, everybody else. And can he be them? That's the question. How do we feel about mystery? Is mystery something that intrigues us, Greg?
What struck me was that both of them perceive that they are in the power position.
Yes.
The bad guy says, hey, you can't get in this building, and I know I've thought through all this. I've got a plan. Bruce Willis, who, by the way, in real life is suffering from a neurodegenerative disease, you know, he's like what the bad guy perceives as a strength, a well thought out plan. He's like, I'll beat you because I'm just an independent ball player.
I'm a lean, mean fighting machine on my own against your whole system that you think. Yeah, that's right. I'm quick. Judy, did I see your hand?
Oh, I was just going to say Bruce Willis was going to save the day.
Oh, and you know, this is when we talk about the hero's journey. Bruce is for many of us still, and this is the greatness of legacy, a hero through a lot of different kinds of roles. Just taking a minute to honor and speak toward Bruce, that, you know, it was, I mean, I grew up with Moonlighting, watching that with my mom, where he was the wisecracking detective, and it was just so, him and Sybil Shepherd was unbelievable. And, you know, when his career allegedly, you know, dipped a little bit and he came back and did Sixth Sense, and he was the unbelievable psychologist who took care of a young Haley Joel Osment in that incredible movie, right? Very quiet, very understated, right? Bruce has so many shades and so many gifts to give us. So, Greg, thanks for calling out the fact that he is in our community. And thank you all for recognizing the beauty of the man and the many ways that he gifted us. Because you know what? Christmas is about legacy, too. And this is, you know, where storytelling plays. Let's go on to our next stage. We are on to tests, allies, and enemies, because here's what happens. Since we've crossed the threshold, it means we're in the special world. Things are different now. And this is often the largest or longest running section of the film because so many things can happen. There's a lot to figure out, right? The hero trains, flexes, gets knocked down, gets back up again. We make sure to see the stakes are still high and have to increase. Life or death is probably the best we can do. And the hero may lean on the mentor here to get help. The hero will also learn the hard way that if he or she tries to do it alone, is going to be a lot of pain. And in this beautiful scene from It's a Wonderful Life, George learns that he doesn't want to go through it alone. It's a flashback, and he meets Mary, and they do something beautiful.
Well, hello.
Hello. You look at me as if you didn't know me.
Well, I don't.
You pass me on the street almost every day.
Me? Ah, that was a little girl named Mary Hatch. That wasn't you.
Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes, the big Charleston contest. The prize, a genuine loving cup. Those not tapped by the judges will remain on the floor. Let's go.
I'm not very good at this.
Neither am I.
Okay, what can we lose?
What's the matter, Othello? Jealous? Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor to open up? And did you further know that George Bailey is dancing right over that crack? I've got the key.
Oh, it's lovely. It is indeed a wonderful life. Okay, Test Allies and Enemies gives us that opportunity to open up, broaden the story. Give me one thing you noticed, saw, or felt. Any emotion, any trope counts. Give me the one thing that affected you in that scene you just saw right there. Go ahead, Karen.
Get out.
How can they get out? It's good you say that because, you know, there are stakes, right? We talked about stakes. I mean, the scene really picked up when the floor starts widening, right? And they get near the edge and they get close a couple times and they fall. And then, like you say, they're down there. So all of that's there. Karen, I saw your hand.
Well, first you think it's going to be a tragedy and everybody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt. And then they just turn it into a bigger party. Okay, let's go for it. And all that fancy attire goes right in the water.
The first thing George and Mary did when they hit the water was keep on dancing. Bye, Karen. Yeah, they keep on dancing. Greg?
Yeah.
I find it interesting the human, how so often you are this far away from your talent, but you doubt yourself and it holds you back.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Doubt is a just absolute massive part of, you know, the hero saying no. By the way, the refusal of the call isn't just in stage 3. It can happen multiple times throughout the hero's journey. Doubt, a little confidence, doubt, a little confidence, doubt, you know. It's going to be a back and forth dance. And what a lovely thing why do we like watching dancing, by the way? Because dance scenes almost always work. Why do we like watching dancing? Does it speak for the human condition?
You do it with another person. It's a relationship.
It's an active relationship right in front of us, right? That is enjoyable to watch. I mean, it's why, frankly speaking, you know, most sex scenes are really uncomfortable to watch, but dance scenes are really lovely to watch. Karen, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
It's something that you don't see a lot of anymore in this type of dancing specifically. It's just you can't not love the fun that the people are having, and yeah it's a lot better, like you said, the uncomfortable scenes. This is just nothing but fun. And, you know, sometimes they can have the slow dance romantic scene too, but this is just total fun.
It's not devoid of the romance. And right at the beginning, we saw that spark, you know, of them. The flirtation was still lovely. The tension was there. Susan? Yes.
He said, what have we got to lose?
Yeah.
And, you know, they looked at each other and they said, I'm not very good at this. And I loved that he said that. We got to lose.
And you know what the truth was? They weren't nearly the best dancers. There were some amazing dancers out there. But did you notice what George was doing when he ran out of moves?
He was watching other people.
He mirrored, right?
Yeah.
So there's a move. I can do what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
I'm out, but I can stay out and stay here. And they even began to believe in themselves, not realizing the reason people were cheering for them was they were so close to the edge. How lovely, right? So these are all dramatic tension moments. They're pieces that fit within all of the humanistic hero's journey. And again, this is in the scope of one of the highest regarded Christmas films of all time. Well, I think we're ready to move forward because out of the test allies and enemies, we get to the approach to the inmost cave. And in this scene, what happens is the stakes rise rapidly because the hero now must declare his greatest wish and greatest fear, right? And now those threshold guardians, which by the way, they may be, when we first cross the threshold, we see them like patrols under the bridge. Now the threshold guardians are going to step up again, just to say, do you really want what you say you want? Because you're about to go into the ordeal. If you're in this stage now, we got to make sure you're ready to face it. In fact, some of the hero's allies, they may kind of back off at this point, because the hero's going to have to face the ordeal alone. That's how the hero's journey works. And the stakes go up. The line between life and death is narrowed. That edge that we saw there a moment ago that was fun in a dance scene is now going to be actually no water underneath. That was a test type of thing. That was a different stage. This is a reminder now that what has to happen now. Time is ticking, and we need to get there. Frank Cross, aka Bill Murray, in this scene in Scrooge, is just absolutely needing to tell everybody, no matter what they think of him and what's going on, he actually is happy. Don't you tell me I'm not happy. And his brand of happy is something else. Here we go.
I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one till the master passion, greed, engrosses you. Farewell, Ebenezer. May you be happy with the path that you have chosen.
Well, I am happy with the path that I've chosen, you little bitch. In fact, I couldn't be happier.
What, are you crazy?
Yeah, buddy, I'm crazy. Crazy like a fox. Crazy enough to see through your little tricks. I'm back. I can see now, no one could have been that simple and good and sweet and kind and decent, yet caring, wonderful. Not on this planet. No, baby. Not unless they had something to hide, some sort of trick up their sleeve. You wouldn't try to trick me, would you? But don't try to trick me today, because I'm back, Jack. Maybe we'll just check things out over there at Operation Reach Out. Pick a side, Grandma.
Goodbye. Thank you. Blood drive, $20 a pint. Come on, folks. Ah, here's a happy donor. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Well, just for the record, you left me. You had to go somewhere and get your head together or something. Well, baby, my head is just fine. Check it out. It's right here where it belongs. What's the point? It's lonely at the top? It's not lonely at the top. Oh, maybe around my birthday and at sunset. And then for a couple of weekends, it would have raised hell with even a really normal person. But that's me. I'm a widow of business. That's my life. I've chosen it. At least I work someplace that you can find when you're looking for it. Okay, here we are now. When I want a wife, I'm gonna buy one. And she's gonna be devoted to me, to my wants and my needs, not like you. Let's face it, you treated me like dirt.
Oh, Lord, another wild and woolly one. Honey, you look frozen. Let me come over here.
Oh, there's so many layers. So when we see Frank Cross and Bill Murray absolutely crushing in that moment, give me one thing that makes you feel for what's going on when you hear or notice what he's expressing. Is there anything that comes clear to you?
It's voice cracking. He's choking up.
That raw emotion, Susan, what does it make you feel when you see someone who's clearly going through it at that level?
Oh, angst and for them and compassion, but pain. It hurts me because it feels real.
Yeah. And the lovely thing about this character too is he's such a nasty character, and yet we still feels something for us. What the filmmakers have done have put us in the position of the Grinch almost, that we don't want to like this guy. We don't want to cheer for him, but we're feeling the humanity still, that small beat in our hearts, like, God, even Frank Cross deserves a break, doesn't he? Yeah. Let's go Amy and then Greg.
I also sense desperation.
Yeah. Is desperation a trope of holiday Christmas films?
I think so.
I think so too. And why is that? Why is there so much desperation around this season? Because we know it's a season people talk about loneliness. They talk about even suicide. I mean, tragically, why is it that way at this time of year?
Well, I think it's people are looking for that perfect Christmas and don't want to appear, as he's talking about, being happy or unhappy. It's like you're not allowed to be unhappy. And
it's a time to take stock, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Right. And how am I doing? And sometimes people don't like it when they have to take stock. Greg?
I thought his best line was, he is a widow of business.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So much of the world says, oh, America has it all because of our capitalistic society. But in capitalism, it's a zero-sum game. If you win, I lose. We don't both win.
Yeah.
I used to use the phrase that I was a warlord of commerce. I was a consultant. I would just come into businesses and say, you need to do this and that and this and that. But you don't realize what you're doing to humans.
So, Greg, when you watch Frank Cross, Bill Murray operate in this, do you just feel a whole bunch of, oh my gosh?
I'll tell you a quick story. On the anniversary of my diagnosis, so I was diagnosed April 26, 2011. On the first anniversary, I sent an email out to my children, my friends, anybody who knew me, my business associates, and I said, I do not want to be the proverbial frog in the pot. That you just put it on simmer, and eventually, right before you eat me, I say, what smells so good? So I wanted to see how have they seen me change? To a person, they said they liked the Greg Richer with Parkinson because I was kinder and gentler.
It's beautiful, Greg. And, it speaks to the tropes we're watching today. What we're looking for is transformation. That's why we watch stories. That's the hero's journey in a nutshell. Greg, thanks so much for that.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
Karen, I know you're in tears, dear. Did you have something? Oh, no, I saw Wayne's hand. Wayne, you had something.
I was just going to point out that unhappiness is a Christmas tradition.
Now, that's, again, right there, right? And what do you think that's based on, Wayne, that trope?
Just so through the years, it's gotten magnified.
Yeah.
It's like rebellion. Everybody, they want to force you to be happy, but maybe you rebel against that.
So the idea of being forced to be something because everyone says you should, it's the time of year, and throw out your reality and just get there and play nice, put on makeup because, that's what's happening. That's kind of rough, huh, Wayne?
Yeah. How dare you be unhappy?
Well said. Well said. Okay, very good. Karen, did I cut you off? Did you have something or may I roll forward?
You can roll forward. It's just the ending scene. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. We are headed to the ordeal, and it's again important at this stage to recognize that this is, when we realize, oh man, this suddenly really is life or death, and it's going to be that way for Clark Griswold in this scene here. The hero faces the greatest fears. It can be seen as a crisis of the heart, and crisis in Greek means to separate, right? A broken heart, similar to what Wayne was talking about a moment ago. So what does the hero do? Try to stand up to the bully or authority or parent, maybe even him or herself, right? The hero takes this risk of the loss of who they were for the benefit of all. This is the definition of heroic action. Clark is about to open up his Christmas bonus and tell everybody he's got a gift for all of them. He wants them to come and celebrate this big pool he's going to build for them in the backyard. And even though everything has been awful so far, it's about to turn magical. Here we go.
Oh. Clark, what's wrong? Honey? It's bigger than you expected? Smaller? What is it?
It's a 1-year membership in the Jelly of the Month Club.
Oh, God.
Clark, that's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
I'm sorry. Clark, but...
This isn't the biggest bag over the head punch in the face I ever got. God damn it!
Son.
Hey! If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
Okay. We see what's happened. Once again, we talk about the pain, the frustration of the holidays. I mean, did you see that beautiful burnt out tree right there? That was symbolic, right? It had already been fried. I mean, so many things had gone wrong. This was the moment when it was supposed to turn around. What did you notice? What was one thing that got you in here? One thing that was said, or you heard, or you saw?
The symbolism of the burnt tree was amazing. I mean, he's opening this gift that he's been led to believe is tens of thousands of dollars. And it turns out to be the gift, the Jelly of the Month Club deal, which, you know, his antithesis, his dim-witted brother-in-law, says it's the gift that keeps on giving, Frank.
There's the light in the storm. I love that you call out humor in the moment, right? It's such a beautiful trope. And even though it doesn't land with the room, it lands with us because this tension is horribly uncomfortable. We feel for Clark, right? I mean, he is the put upon, and to have even a small moment to pull the, you know, take a little bit of the pressure off is a good thing. Anything else that you guys noticed? Yeah, Susan.
That list of insults. I mean, they must have had so much fun in the writer's room, just like throwing them out. They put them all in. It was great.
Yeah, the story I heard is they gave everybody, as they were facing him, cue cards and just said, say any of these at any point so that you can just be totally unhinged emotionally and not have to worry about listing. And he was. It was wonderful, right? There was a really painful little moment, you know, that I saw when his dad tried to comfort him and reached out, and he blew right through him.
Yeah.
And in the film, he addresses that later. And he does another common holiday thing, he turns to alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his dad addresses that with him, which again, small touch, but really important to tell, the story, where and why. So this is the ordeal. Yeah, Judy, please.
He tried to actually be the hero.
Yes.
He sucked it in. He didn't start crying immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wanted to take on his boss.
Yep. And again, it's one of those be careful what you wish for things, because Cousin Eddie heard him right down to the address. So anyway, that's the ordeal. Now, even when the ordeal goes wrong, which as we saw, it did here, there's still a reward. And that's our next stage we're going to get to right now, because in the reward, something shifts, right? The reward is a moment to celebrate, even if, because it's not an ultimate victory. It's certainly not the end, but the hero may gain an item, or a mindset, right? Some confidence or clarity. It might also be just the understanding, wait a minute, it was in you all along. Oh my gosh, a placebo. This was the thing I thought I needed. I don't anymore. And there's a moment of reflection, the hero looking at him or herself now and saying, who have I become? This journey is more than I thought it was going to be. And this is really important, that the hero recognize that the trauma, the belief systems of the past have to be let go. They have to be released. They have to step into truly being a hero, or they're going to go through all of this again. So there's a celebration here in the bishop's wife, where Cary Grant, the aforementioned Cary Grant, is going to do a little bit of skating. And boy, just like our dance scene in It's a Wonderful Life, this is magical. Take a look.
I am wicked.
Well, if you aren't, so am I. That's impossible. Can you skate, Sylvester?
Oh, I used to when I was a boy, but I'm too old now.
Come on, pull out some skates. You'll find out how young you are.
Oh, I don't know if I'm so sure of this.
Now relax. That's right.
Oh.
That's right. Pretty hat. Now you.
Oh, no.
Come on.
No, I...
Come on.
Oh, Dudley, this is heaven.
You found the perfect word.
Look what I'm doing.
You're a beautiful skater, Julia. In fact, you're beautiful.
Oh, look at Sylvester.
Come on, Sylvester.
Oh, look.
Excuse me, Julia.
Sure.
Keep cool, Sylvester. Keep cool. Relax. Get the other one. That's it. All right, now relax. No, don't collapse. Just relax. Hang on to me now. Oh, don't leave me. How am I doing, Dudley? Wait for me, Dudley.
All right. There's a lot of magic in there. Tell me what you saw, noticed, or felt. Yes, I see Amy, and then Karen, and then Susan.
Well, that is my favorite Christmas movie, and I love that scene. I think the thing, there's lots of it that I like, but I love the musicians turn up the volume, and he moves his ear and he's like, yeah, you want to really hear the other musicians because they get excited by watching them skate.
Yeah.
And and there's also a bit of in thinking of it as the reward, they're celebrating, but there's a little trepidation too, a little, this is gonna be scary, but okay.
So that's back to kind of one of our original things about the tropes that we just because it's a celebration and reward doesn't mean there aren't stakes. We need to have stakes. We need to have risk to keep the story going. If everything is all good, the story's over, right? So even in a moment of celebration, there still needs to be risk. Karen, I saw your hand. Yes.
Just the total talent that it took for them to do that. And one thing, I don't think I've seen this, and I do love watching ice skating though. But one thing I did notice is you swaying with the music.
Yeah.
The second thing, you step on the ice.
I was late to this movie, but it is really, really worth a watch. It's gorgeous. There's a lot in there, and yeah, very, very good. Susan, and then Greg.
There was a lot of trust that was exchanged, which led to a connection between them. So it was so solid and beautiful. There was a little community of three that got formed, starting with the trust.
Yeah, they really transformed, and through motion, through action, right? They proved it to each other in real time. Greg.
I liked how both the lady and the bumbling skater said, "Don't leave me."
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the magic of Cary Grant's character, is he's perceived as the master, the savior, and I can do stuff that I didn't think I could do, but only if you do it with me.
And there it is, right? It is a mentor on a broad level. He's an angel, literally. And those hints are there. He never wants it said, but he always wants to represent. I'm here. You have to ask. You have to be clear, however, right? And then you have to receive the ask or the gift when it comes, because sometimes the way it comes is not the way we're used to, And that's one of the lovely messages that comes through here. Well, with the reward, it leads us to, yes, Susan, do you have something before we go?
Quick question. What year was it made? And I specifically asked because my
Seven.
my favorite teacher, this would have been in 1963, said my voice reminded him of Loretta Young, and it was the biggest compliment. And I've always remembered that. I was 12 years old.
Yeah, I think it was made in 39.
I think 47 actually, but we're somewhere in that range. We're in that range, the late 30s, late 40s, somewhere in there, well before 63. All right, let's roll on here to the next stage, the road back. And this is where we have a miracle. Oh, yes, it's Santa, who, you know what? We haven't seen Santa yet, but we're about to, because this is what they're fighting for in this scene. And in the road back, after the reward, we know it's not over. We have to find out if we're truly, the hero is worthy of the battle and what has been gained in the reward. And the fear is, oh no, this wasn't worthwhile. In fact, the whole trip, maybe doubt once again creeps up and says it was a waste of time. It's not going to help the way it's supposed to help. And time, once again, is absolutely speeding by. So this is why there's often a chase scene here. There may be some planning for what's going to happen. The stakes are very, very clear. And the team, all the allies and the mentors come together to really do what needs to be done. The final fight is not necessarily going to happen here, but it's going to lead up to it. This is a big fight. They're in court, and they're trying to prove, is Santa real? Oh my gosh, in a court of law. Let's see what happens.
I understand the post office receives thousands of these letters every year.
I have further exhibits, Your Honor, but I hesitate to produce them.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be very happy to see them.
Yes. Produce them, Mr. Gailey. Put them here on my desk.
But, Your Honor...
Put them here on the desk. Put them...
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, every one of these letters is addressed to Santa Claus. The post office has delivered them. Therefore, the Post Office Department, a branch of the federal government, recognizes this man, Kris Kringle, to be the one and only Santa Claus.
Since the United States government declares this man to be Santa Claus, this court will not dispute it. Case dismissed.
I've got to get that football helmet.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, and a very Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, Mr. Kringle, and the same to you. Thank you.
So we talk about hope, we talk about faith, we talk about doubt. What did you notice? What happened in that scene that maybe said the holiday spirit is real, or we want to believe, Amy?
I love it when I see Santa watching the letters being dumped on the desk, and he's just like, you can just see the joy coming out of his face, his facial expression.
It's almost like he's saying they believe. And he doesn't exist if we don't believe, right? And so he gets to live because they believe. Yeah. Let me jump forward just in the interest of time into our resurrection scene, because just because we had a victory in the road back doesn't mean we're done. And, for our heroes, often in this stage, literally something has to die. And that sounds scary, but if not, there just won't work in terms of coming back to the return with elixir. Either the hero has learned and moves forward now in triumph, or the hero will be captured and killed if they haven't learned, and the journey ends as a tragedy. So this is the final, the knife's edge where we are. The greater the peril, the larger the effect of the journey. So we must take on the last final boss in this moment. And in this sacred space, the hero is rebirthed into the ordinary world. Will you be what you were, or are you going to become what you need to be to live the way you want to live? The hero must demonstrate mastery. The full arc of the story is on display. We've seen this many times, and now we're going to just end this darn thing because the audience says, oh, now we get resolution. The catharsis is most often seen in laughter and tears, and this scene is fraught with that. And I recognize, too, as I put this forward, for those of you who don't know, and I hope you all do, Christmas Story, this is a violent scene. It's kids with violence, and there's a reason for it based on how it's put forward. And I think it's handled extremely well. But I put that forward just in case people are sensitive to it. It is, fisticuffs violence of kids going at it, because the bully, Scott Farkas, as we see him right here, finally goes one step too far with Ralphie. Let's see what happens.
Listen, jerk. When I tell you to come, you better come. What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby. Cry for me. Come on. Cry.
Deep in the recesses of my brain, a tiny red-hot little flame began to grow. Something had happened. A fuse blew, and I had gone out of my skull.
I'm killing my dad!
You Thornton, number damn nipple, bang gunk stinking piss!
Ralphie, did you hear what he said?
Holy
smokes!
I have since heard of people under extreme duress speaking in strange tongues. I became conscious that a steady torrent of obscenities and swearing of all kinds was pouring out of me as I screamed.
Ralphie!
Come on. We're going home. Come on.
It is a beautiful and difficult scene, and I wonder what you saw, noticed, or felt in that resurrection, because there was a transformation for sure.
Just for you, whatever.
Yeah, Karen, go ahead.
He'd had all he could take and he couldn't take anymore. And yeah, it's hard when you get to that point. And it's sad.
Yeah.
Too.
And it is. And that's the beauty to me of the scene, is it wasn't presented as some gorgeous thing. It was ugly. And I think intentionally so. Anybody else? What, something you noticed or saw or felt in that scene? How about the transformation that Ralphie has when his mom shows up?
Yeah, and I just noticed this also. I never thought about it before, but she doesn't even look at the other kid.
No.
She doesn't care at all what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I have a feeling, if I'm going to pay respect to her, that she knows who Scott Farkas is, and her kid has this is not the first time she's had to deal with this. And you know what, Scott, you go cry to your dad, you and Scott, your pal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking care of my son right now. Wayne, did I see your hand?
Well, I was just wondering who among us hasn't been to that point.
Yeah. That's the gorgeous of the humanity. Thank you, Wayne, for pointing that out. It may not be something we like to see of the human condition, but we've felt it. When somebody has just had their foot on our throat for one step too long and we can't take it anymore. And it's not a good place to be. It's not celebrating it. It's not saying it's the right thing, but it's human. And we're not here to be perfect. We're here to be human. Susan?
I felt I was happy for him. I felt his relief. I felt it end for him. Like he can't get to me anymore.
Yeah.
On the surface, it doesn't look like something you would be cheering for, but I was so happy for him that he didn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And you were just saying, Robert, how many of us, or maybe Wayne, haven't had that happen in our lives, and not in that specifically in that version, but in those moments in my life when I've just had to stop letting it hit me.
Yeah.
I feel really proud of myself. I'm grateful that I understood and learned and found the strength to do what I needed to do, whatever it was. Which is usually just words.
That's our shared humanity that says this is enough. Wayne?
Well, fortunately, we don't all resolve our differences or
like that. Yeah.
That way.
And that's true
But in that moment, Ralphie was the hero.
Yeah. And it's so, go ahead, Wayne. I'm sorry.
No, there's no question. He vanquished himself.
Yeah. That's right. He transformed. He proved that he's ready to have the return with elixir and step into that space. And, that's the moment that says, I have arrived. And this is the return with the elixir. I want to bring us to that scene right now. We mentioned from the beginning that, the thing that heals all is love. And so we close here that the hero recognizes that the impossible task was indeed impossible, which makes this moment that much more delicious. We see the impossible thing happen right in front of us, the thing that couldn't happen. We're going to see other scenes that we've seen before pop back up and characters repeating dialogue. All of a sudden it comes together in a beautiful culmination, and we're just going to mark this moment together. And they do it in this movie, in Love Actually, in an airport, which, was kind of the opening and closing premise. And it was kind of built out of the tragedy of 9/11 and what happened to us as a society, not only in the actual tragedy of the attack on the various U.S. monuments and institutions and people and murder of people, but in what we did in terms of flight and the way we stopped connecting out of fear and safety, and then recognizing, what is this world? What are we going to become? And in the airport, they answer that with their humanity, as we see in this culminating scene of Love Actually.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you.
Hello, Daisy.
This one's Greta.
Hello, Greta.
I'll make you so sure.
Well, here she is. This is Aurelia, this is Julia, this is Peter. Hi. Oh, Mark, hi. Good to see you there. Yeah, I just thought I'd take a look.
Jamie's friends are so good looking. He never tells me this. I think maybe now I have made the wrong choice, picked the wrong Englishman.
She can't speak English properly, she just doesn't understand.
Oh, God.
Did you get us any presents?
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thanks, Dad.
How are you?
I'm fine. Good to have you back. Come on. There's you. Hi. Hello.
Oh, you should have
kissed her.
No, that's cool.
Hey! What are you two doing here? Might get a shag at last.
Naughty.
Got to go. This is Harriet.
Ah, really pleased to meet you.
Hello, Harriet.
I hope you don't mind. I thought about my sister to stay. This is Carla. She's real friendly. Hello, you must be Tony. Oh, you're gorgeous.
Not you, Royal.
Oh, shut your
There it is, the beautiful love that we see that heals all. It brings the hero's journey home. It helps us remember that there's a reason we took this. There's a reason we went through all the pain. And by the way, now that we've seen 12 films, did we see the one film where the Christmas where it all went perfectly? Oh, you mean it doesn't exist? Oh. And in fact, you know, the reason why that film doesn't exist is because it wouldn't be a film. If someone tried to present the Christmas where it all went perfectly, we wouldn't care. You know why? It wouldn't reflect the humanity we know. Humanity is imperfect. Humanity is often painful. And humanity sometimes requires really difficult lessons to be learned and relationships that rise and fall. And this is the power of storytelling. We've seen this for 10,000 years plus in our existence as a species, and it works time and again, no matter if it's Muppets or people from the 40s, people from in recent times. It's the same story, just retold in different ways. So I want to bring something forward to you now to share something that we're doing. And I hope that maybe you'll consider looking at this and consider the power of storytelling in the new year. Yes and Exercise is very proud to present this calendar for 2026 called the Success Stories Calendar. And in order to get yourself a copy of this beautiful calendar, which contains 13 different stories from people, some of whom are in this room, that have to do with heroes' journeys, told through very specific lenses and very creative storytelling, not your typical first-person stories. These are all creative, aesthetically distanced stories that are told. You become a sustainer in our sustainer circle. And so we hope as part of our nonprofit, our 501c3, you'll join us to become a member so that we can amplify voices and accelerate the cure for Parkinson's disease, because the bottom line is stories work. We're listening to stories, whether we recognize them or not, and we want to change the narrative around Parkinson's that says it's not that bad, it's just tremors, or, you know, you don't look like you have Parkinson's, into we need a cure, and that means listening to the people who are dealing with it, the ones living with it. And these voices are in the Success Stories calendar. So please take a look at that. That's on our website under giving. You'll see the Sustainer Circle, and, you know, become a sustainer so you can get a copy of the Sustainer Circle calendar. And then finally, our last song, it comes from a movie that will be, hopefully some of you are going to the World Parkinson's Congress in 2026 in Phoenix, Arizona. The Fourth Boys of Summer will be playing there. It's Third Base is the name of that. And it's a hero's journey too. And as we say goodbye with this music connection and love, we can't get enough love. We remind you that we'll be doing this again on December 5th, and we hope you'll share this with other people, both this recording and to say, hey, let's vote for some, either the same films, different parts of those movies, or new films that we didn't catch. Let's put them in for December 5th. Invite your family and friends. This is the end of the hero's journey. And because there is no perfect Christmas or perfect holiday, we know that it can feel like it's all going to hell, but we remind ourselves that love shows the way.
We've reached the end of our hero's journey. Unsuccessful maybe, but no one left on a gurney. Though we worked hard and did our best, we did not complete our sacred quest. There is no cure yet. And with 3 little words we learn to accept that things can feel bad, but still our hope is kept intact. Because it's all going to hell, and I love you. Yes, it's all going to hell, and I love you.
Feel free to sing along.
It's all going to hell, and I love you. Yes, it's all going to hell, and I love you. When things are the worst, sometimes the best is waiting round the corner. It's a mess, yes, and I love you.
All right, that's from our good friend Will Townsley, the composer for all my movies, and he's spectacular. That and many other wonderful songs are featured in the upcoming Boys of Summer, Third Base. If you want more on that, please contact me. Again, I hope to see you at the World Parkinson Congress for that. But even sooner than that, I hope to see you on December 5th for our next Christmas Heroes Journey. Don't forget, along the way, we have jams for joys. You want to just, set your emotions right and release and have fun and laugh with everybody. We do those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're ongoing. Yes, and exercise.org is the website. Find out about those success stories. Join the Sustainer Circle. And remember that love will light the way. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.